way Indian entrepreneurs, Indian companies have come back strongly and shown the resilience, I think it has surprised all of us, right? Uh, Pre-COVID, I think we were having a problem of money supply growth. Let me elaborate what I mean by that. There's an economic term called money supply, which is the entire supply of money which is available into the economy. The data which we track is a term called M3, money supply M3, and that was growing for the last few years at 7-8%. Our nominal GDP was growing at 10 to 12%, which is real GDP plus inflation. But for every unit of growth, there was less amount of unit of credit available into the economy for that growth. And as a result, you were seeing corporates being strangulated in a way for cash flows. Cash flow was getting elongated, people were not paying on time, and that impacted growth to a large extent. What happened in the last 15 months, even pre-COVID, was that we saw huge amount of flows either in FDI or FI being started to come in India. The gold imports went down, the crude oil prices went down, and that created a balance of payment surplus in the economy, which means that we had more forex reserves, and you saw that at $575 billion. And that gave RBI enough ammunition from a liquidity standpoint of view. So today, as we speak, more than 6 lakh crores is been parked by banks with RBI at 3.5%. They are raising money in deposits at 5, 5.5, 4.5, whatever that number is, and they're going back to RBI at 3.5%. At some point, they will use that money to lend it to the actual economy. And that's what we have seen in mortgage rates. Why the property rates have come down? Because banks feel that that's a more secured asset to lend. And that's how our bank itself have brought down the mortgage rates to 6.75. And many banks probably could lend at 6.5. And tax adjusted, when did we see such rates happening in the Indian economy? So I think lower interest rates, labor norms, which I forgot to touch, is becoming more and more easier. 41 central laws have been combined into 4 laws with the recent labor laws we saw. And more states are adopting it now. And we saw the agri reform. We are seeing reforms on the land side now with capital land prices coming down. So all the factors of production, land, labor, capital, if it starts becoming cheaper, and with the tax rate cut, which we did last year to 25% and 17% for the new factories, I think as a combination, it's a great cocktail for anybody to come in India and invest and have a supply chain out of India. So I think look at from that perspective that pre-COVID, were these things available to the entrepreneur? Answer is no. If you have good books, trust me, people are raising money at 6%, 7%, good corporates. A government of India corporate is raising money at 4%. A 90-day, 1-year money at 4%. When did we hear about such things? So I think it's a cocktail and a mix. And I think if we can keep the easy liquidity on for some more time in India, I think you will see the M3 supply being higher. As we speak, the M3 growth is 12-13% in India, money supply growth, and GDP being negative. So there's ample liquidity this time. इस क्राइसिस में आपने ये नहीं सुना कि ये कॉर्पोरेट उड़ गया, वो आदमी उड़ गया, उसने हाथ खड़ा कर दिया, ये वाला नहीं सुना. क्यों नहीं सुना? क्योंकि liquidity this time available into the system is good enough, which can scale through the bad times. So I think we should applaud the government this time in the measures they have taken. And I believe we have acted in a very different way. Everybody gave stimulus in April, May, June. Every central banker, we said no. If people are sitting at home, even if you give money in their pockets, they will not go and spend now, right? That will not bring the growth back. Bring the growth back and give stimulus only when growth starts recovering. And that's how you have seen now in the last 3-4 months, as economy is starting to get normalized, government is coming with infrastructure spend, government is coming with PLI schemes, government is making sure that we give entrepreneurs enough incentive from a growth perspective. And I think this is the stance where only India has adopted globally. That's why I say that the path we have charted this time for ourselves, right from the lockdown, where everybody criticized the strictest lockdown in the world, to the way we have given stimulus and supported the economy has been very different from the rest of the world. So I am hopeful as an Indian that this time probably the destiny for us could be very different. We will come to know in the next 3-5 years only that whether we did the right job at this moment of time. But I think the world is really looking to us. Every day, FI is pumping in 3,000-4,000 crores. Why? We are not believing in ourselves, but the Gora is believing in us. November saw the highest monthly FI inflow ever in the history of capital markets. $8 billion came into India. And we are redeeming, saying that market महंगा हो गया है, सस्ता हो गया, ये debate चले जा रहा है last. So I'm just saying that there are certain things which are happening differently into the country. And just keep an open mind. I'm not saying believe me or believe anybody else. Just keep an open mind and evaluate things. Don't just only look at P and say that market महंगा हो गया, बेच दो, सब कुछ बेच दो. नहीं.